Hi, Kim here from Able Recruitment. I've just wanted to help you with some video interviewing tips. So, just to clarify what I mean by video interviewing, it might be obvious, but we're talking about a situation where you're talking to another person through a screen and you can see and hear each other in real time. There are other types of video interviews where you might be you're sent some preset questions and you need to video record yourself answering those questions, and then you send that off for assessment. So that's a whole other thing, but these tips will apply to that type of interview as well. So the first tip is to dress for an interview. It doesn't matter if you're working from home or if you're sitting in your car and you can't get to a face-to-face interview. You still need to dress as though you're going to meet somebody in person, face-to-face, and have that interview. It's just really important. The second tip is to set up time and space with the same respect as you would if you were going to go meet somebody in person. So allow appropriate time. You might be given an allocated amount of time when you're invited to the video interview, and if you haven't been, you can ask that question. This will allow you to set aside the right amount of time where you're not going to be disturbed during that conversation. And then in terms of setting up the space, whether you're sitting in your car or if you're sitting at home, it doesn't matter if you don't have a separate office space at home, say. You might even have the kitchen in the background. That's fine if that's the space that you have. But just make sure that you look, not just at your own presentation, but then have a look in the background. What is visible behind you? Because the image of you and the image of everything in the background, that's what you're presenting as how you want these people to see you professionally. So just make sure you run through, don't have crap and clutter in the background, do a tidy up, and make sure that you're happy for anything in the background to be seen. The third tip is make sure that you remember your earbuds. So if you're at home, it's easier. If you're out and about in public, it's even more important though that you have these earbuds, because it allows you to have that conversation. It maintains the audio quality, which is just nice for the other person to be able to hear you. But it means that anybody who might be around you is not hearing both sides of the conversation. You definitely want to have this conversation as a discreet conversation as much as you possibly can. So even if you're sitting at the back of a quiet cafe, you can still do that fairly low key if you've got your earbuds in. So there's the 3 tips. I hope that helps, and best of luck with your interviewing.